Welcome to a Dungeon Rogues production of Spelljammer. Please join the crew of the Grim Repo in our journey across the stars. Previously on Quit Clowning Around.
Yeah, did you have a good day?
It was a pretty smooth day until the end.
You get over there, you get your winch off of my ship.
I'm a fucking robot. I just found a vice grip on his finger.
Why do we gotta do it the hard way?
Sixat is gonna punch it.
So, bad news, you can't clock off yet. You got salvage rights to a drifter.
My head spins to the other side, and the body just starts walking backwards, back towards the ship.
As expected on the second day, you do see a derelict ship. You land on the dock, and you lower your cargo doors when the sound of carnival music immediately begins to fill your ears. And the smells and sights of a full-blown circus are outside of the hatch.
Close the hatch. Let's go.
We could get going, but they're gonna come deal with us because they're gonna notice when we start towing it, I'm sure.
Your logic is sound.
You all hear the snap and the explosion as BB's head breaks through this glass.
I am gonna shoot the clown from the shadows.
Pops audibly like a balloon, and you see that black ichor splash out in every direction from him.
And now...
You begin the process of opening the machine. You open the game up and pull off the top of the cabinet. Inside there are 8 people sitting on pistons. They've been bound and gagged. 2 of them are probably already beyond help. The other 6, you see a couple Gith, like Gith Yankee. There's a drow elf. There are 2 gnomes. And there is a bugbear.
Probably because of my affinity to the gnomes, I'm going to start with them.
Okay. Yeah, you begin the process. They're all asleep. Yeah.
I'll do a call for Sisak to come back and be like, hey, we got some people that might need some looking at.
Telepathically, y'all receive a message too that just says, like, what about the sleeping one? Do we throw him overboard?
I'd be afraid to get that close to him. I can shoot at him and then we can all clean him up.
I mean, my experience is that these aren't things that are reasoned with.
It does seem that way. Do we all fire?
Well, I'm taking care of these guys over here. Someone just go take care of it.
I'm gonna take care of it.
Sixac is gonna level his gun with Alcha.
Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
There's a splash of ichor. Yeah, all that's left behind is a nose, a flower that looks like it's connected to some kind of like pump, and a couple of shoes.
And if you put them on, you become a killer clown. Imagine a tricrene clown.
I don't just want to imagine it. I want it to happen.
You're bad people.
Let's move on.
I only said if you put them on, you become a killer clown as a joke. But then looking at Kyle's face when it said it.
Oh,
Hey, nobody's detected magic.
that's that movie.
We're all killers anyway.
Oh, that's not true. I told you, I'm always detecting
Right,
magic.
Naj,
They're
always
killer
detecting
clowns,
magic.
we're clown killers. It's different. We're very different people.
And if we put on a clown costume, then we're killer clowns that kill clowns. Killer clowns.
Clown killing killer clowns.
So yeah, Naj, you concentrate on your taking in of mystical and magical auras now that you have a moment to breathe.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, obviously the ship has some magic going on. The green kind of barrier has some abjuration magic on it, very strong abjuration and conjuration, and then this machine has remnants of conjuration magic on it as well. The remnants left behind by that killer clown, by that space clown, do indeed, they are magical. Magical shoes, a magical nose, and a magical flower. As you are unraveling people.
Yeah, I don't really want to touch those things, I don't think. Who wants to pick up those magical bits of clowns? BB.
BB takes the mallet or the whack-a-mole and just basically just like uses it as a mop to like gather up those items and just push it and just mop them overboard.
I was just gonna say, is there something where we know like killer clowns have cursed shoes, and so?
I mean, there's all sorts of stories about killer clowns.
Can we do an arcane check or an arcana check?
Sure. Yeah, give me an arcana check. That would be a delight.
Oh yeah, my +0. 10.
You know that clowns typically have some kind of connection to their garb and clothing. And there are stories that you've heard from people that come from every plane and from every planet, every sphere out here, that have stories of clowns coming. And they're usually bizarre stories. You don't know if it's tied to their clothes, but it could be. You could always just slip this pair of shoes on. They seem pretty tantalizing as they're now pushing them over the edge. Meanwhile,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all cursed.
yeah, meanwhile, the bound and gagged people, the 6 that are still living, have now been unbound and ungagged, and they're slowly beginning to wake up. The effects of the sleep spell beginning to lift from them.
Does anybody look unwell, as in injured or anything?
They all look like they have amongst your party or amongst the...
No, I know about my party. I was there for that.
Yeah, they've all been bound for a while. When you take a look at them, several of them are malnourished. Most of them, all of them are bruised. They have rope burns from where they were tied and they've been rubbed raw. Maybe a couple infections amongst them and a couple concussions. Nothing that your aid is necessary at this exact moment to keep them alive.
Okay. Then I'll hold off on healing them. And he'll usher them into the ship. He'll just go, follow me.
As you begin leading them off, the drow, he has short silver white hair, like a slightly overgrown buzz cut. Looks to you. I can't thank you enough, all of you. I kind of think this might still be a dream.
Negative.
Definitely a nightmare.
No, it was a horrible nightmare. We heard a distress signal that the ship needed help, that they'd been attacked by some kind of lunar beast. But clearly that was not the case.
What else can you tell us?
I have another 8 to my crew that aren't here and accounted for.
We will find him. Please rest.
I want to come with you, but I know when I'm a liability.
Rest. And he'll leave. Not one for making long conversations.
Yeah, you all head back. There are meats that have been cooked and grilled. They're in a cart. There's a big vat of popcorn that's there.
I saw the movie. I know what the popcorn does.
You know what the popcorn does. There are other games, though their targets are already demised and have been for some time. It looks like your next stop is this 3-story fun house. It's the face. It's a clown face, and you enter the fun house through the mouth of it.
Ugh. Everybody's still good, right?
I hug the wall.
Around it, there's like arcing lightning or something kind of to prevent us from going past, right?
Yeah, there's very clearly some kind of green magical barrier with arcing lightning. Exactly. And as you get close, the hair on your head and on your neck stands up, and you can feel a tingle going through you. You know that if you get much closer, you will be likely killed by lightning, some kind of energy.
Before we go in, Sixat is going to give a little bit of healing to BB, and he'll just kind of whisper some words, but the only other person who can understand them is his compatriot Talcha, because they're just kind of clicks and chitters, and you'll heal for 4 points of healing.
Thank you. You hear a whirring sound, and BB saying in Tricreen chitters, thank you.
You kind of gets a pause at that, and like looks at you and says in Tricreen, "Do you have a modulator for that?"
And in Tricreen he replies, "No, I just bang my internal gears I gnash my internal gears until it makes the right sounds."
Fascinating.
Your language is beautiful and melodic.
Most do not think so.
Most people are weird.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's malfunctioning to anyone else.
Love it. So you get a bit of healing.
Yes.
Yeah, minimum. That's nice.
4. Oh yeah, definitely minimum healing.
Garbage. Whatever.
I figured you just did that on purpose. You're just like, I'll just do mid and not worry about it.
You gave me 4 points of healing. I feel like you just gave with your 4 hands. You just gave me a middle finger in each one.
Basically.
Count it up.
How we want? Are we just gonna go into this face?
Yeah,
Seems
there's
like
a fun house. It kind of
so-
laughs every now and then, and it looks like the whole face shifts on some kind of rotating piston. So you're looking at this door, and the door is like a tooth in the mouth, open, and beyond it, you see the tile hallway with several doors leading off of it.
Out of curiosity for the rest of you, how resilient are you? Because as a fighter, I got like 45 at the moment. I got 45 health and I have a 19 AC, so I feel like it might be pretty tanky. But I don't know if that's actually the case. Because if it is, then BB would want to like move first so that he can be your shield.
You are absolutely going first.
You are tankier than I. Not a lot, but some.
You are in fact the tanky fighter.
There's a shield on his back that's magnetized to his back, and it just unmagnetizes, and he puts it in front of himself, sword in hand, and advances. BB will protect.
You step through the rotating gap in the teeth.
I have a couple of questions. What's the light like?
That's a great question. So in here, it is still lit. There is paintings across all the walls. It's very disorienting now that you're in here. As you begin to enter, it's all sorts of swirls and perception bending images. There's no mirrors in this first hallway, but there are 3 doors to your left. And the music, there is loud, blasting carnival music, and you realize that the music that you were hearing out before is all emanating from this fun house.
that's not creepy at all.
As BB steps through the first door, and hopefully BB can see it on the map.
I see it. Do I see that clown at the end there?
You don't. That was let me go ahead and let's do that.
Great news! No clowns.
No clowns. Yeah, so there's a short hallway with 3 doors to the right.
I'm gonna try the first door to the right.
Okay. So BB steps in about 5 feet into the door or into the building, and immediately turns to the right and pushes open a door.
Are these like mirrored walls?
This room isn't.
Okay.
Not yet. These walls are painted. They're painted with like perception bending images and shapes, geometric shapes. So it kind of, if you were a biological creature, it would probably be making your head spin and hurt a little bit and be disorienting to you. But you're not. So it's not affecting you. As you push open this first door, inside there are 2 tables with bands that are securing corpses. The corpses are missing the top halves of their heads completely, and above them there are red balloons with tubes flowing down and into the neck hole through the top of the head.
Does it look like there's anything going through that hose?
Oh, most certainly. You see black liquid.
Okay. I look back to my friends, and I say, "Caution! Corpse defilation in process." And I step into the room, and I pinch the hoses
Very creative.
so that they stop feeding into the thing.
Okay.
Potential killer clown genesis commencing.
You pinch off the 2 cords leading down from the balloons into the strapped-on bodies. After a few seconds, the bodies begin to jerk violently. About 10, 30 seconds, and then settle back, still unmoving. The tube is definitely stained, leading down from the balloon, and now the balloon is just kind of lazily floating there above the bodies. The black ichor no longer pumping.
I step back outside and make room for my friends to join.
Who is second through the door?
Through the first door or into the hall?
Into the hall.
I'll come into the hall. Did the just pinching and letting go that fixed it, or that?
I'm assuming.
Or did it keep?
He like twisted a thing on there.
Yeah, it's pinched so that nothing is flowing anymore.
Okay. I thought you just pinched it with your fingers and left. Okay. Well then,
Great.
not gonna deal with that.
So that's what you see in there. So 6-at, you see these bodies missing the top half of their heads with tubes running down into them that have been strapped onto tables.
Tubes.
Naj and Talcha, are you also following?
I was going to take up the rear unless you would prefer.
Oh no, I'll go in the middle. I like to be safe.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'll move forward so that everybody can walk in.
Okay.
Yeah, 6-at will kind of step aside and scrunch so that BB can enter this second room.
Okay.
Open the door and enter that room.
All right. Inside of this door, the lights are flickering off and on and off and on and off and on and off and on. And there's fluorescent paint swirled everywhere. And so for a brief moment, there's nothing but darkness. And then there's this bright light, and it's messing with your optical receptors, and everything is juddering.
I changed the ISO in my eyes to match the flickering.
Everything flattens out as you look down. You do not see any mirrors in here. You do not see anything in here, though the floor has a trail of blood.
There's blood on the floor.
Let's clear this room.
Be sure not to step in it.
I move forward
Okay.
until I get to the T-junction
Yep.
and pause. Peek left, peek right.
For the rest of you who do not have optical resistance, I need all of you to please make for me a wisdom save.
I'm not sure I like that tone.
That is a 24 for 6-at.
Can everybody here actually see in the dark?
Yes, I can.
So the 2 tracks we can see in the dark. Can Nash see in the dark?
I didn't roll yet.
I don't know if Talcha
We have-
can.
We have dark vision.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. I've got enhanced dark vision.
Oh, fancy.
Nice.
And Well, we'll get to that later. Dark vision won't help you with this, though. Right.
That is correct. It
Yeah,
doesn't
this
look
is
like-
fucking with it.
yeah.
Right. No,
it
it was
doesn't-
more of a, if everybody can see in the dark, maybe we can smash the lights. But BB
I see.
can't see in the dark.
Like I can see in the dark.
Yeah, you guys are all actually fine with a 24, a 22, and a 14. This,
That no, it's obnoxious.
this orienting effect, it's obnoxious and it kind of makes you feel nauseous, but it's not doing anything with your perception.
Can we see the actual lights, or are they kind of shrouded?
It seems to be coming from everywhere.
Okay.
There are no drift globes or anything that you see flickering.
Yeah.
It seems like these walls are magical. I mean, Naj can see that. Of course they are. But you come to the T-junction.
Let's keep going.
I peek to the left, peek to the right. Do I see anything?
To the right, you see a wall. You can tell that it's a painting. It looks like it stretches on forever.
But it's
Like beyond it,
painting,
but it's a painting. And then to the left, you see that there's a sharp turn in the wall, and then it curves back around.
Okay. I say, caution, optical illusion on the right. And move forward. I move around the corner. I'm assuming that we're following this trail of blood.
As you round that corner, BB, there standing immediately ahead of you is one of those headless, balloon-wearing corpses, and it's reaching towards you.
I see. Is the balloon still hovering over it?
Yeah, the balloon is still hovering above its head.
Who's right behind me?
Sixat.
Can I take a step back and tell Sixat to shoot the balloon?
Yeah.
I take a step back and I tell Sixat, aim for the balloon.
So there's kind of a weird corner in this hall, and so Sixat is kind of gonna level his gun up and wait for this creature. If it starts moving towards them and following BB, he's going to take a shot.
You're holding your angle down the short hallway, and the balloon head never comes around the corner.
In that case, he'll kind of push BB out of the way, and it is cramped in here. These hallways are narrow, but luckily BB's kind of small, but stocky.
The lights flicker on and off and on and off and on and off.
And he's going to kind of peek around the corner, see if he can get a bead on that.
You round to the corner, and it's right there.
He'll
reaching
kind
for you.
of be startled and take a shot at the balloon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. That is only a 12.
Your laser pistol is what you're shooting with.
Yes, that's right.
You shoot, and your laser strikes right into that balloon and then bounces right back at you.
Oh, shit.
Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Much better. Natural 20. For
I'm
20.
sorry.
Yeah, you dodge out of the way as your own laser round or laser beam strikes the wall in front of you, reflects back, and hits the wall behind your head. And the thing reaching towards you with the balloon doesn't seem to move or notice. And you realize you're looking at a mirror.
He'll kind of push at this outreaching hand mirror thing and see if he can kind of push it aside or push it over.
The wall seems stable. Where it's at, it's actually a mirrored surface on the wall.
Oh, so this is just painted on the wall?
Yes.
Well, I feel foolish.
Me too. Apologies.
And you break. Does the blood go into the wall?
It continues around through this very narrow corridor and around the corner here.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yep.
Now, Your turn.
BB's back to the front.
Yep. Boom.
All right, you continue squeezing through, and it begins getting warmer. You notice it's probably gone up 20 degrees since you started coming down this short hallway.
Dramatic temperature increase.
You look down this hallway, BB,
Mhm.
another 15 feet ahead of you into an angled wall, and there it is again.
Another angled wall with another outstretched hand. Perhaps still fake, perhaps not. We'll investigate.
Do you have some coins or junk to throw at it?
Yeah, BB will throw a copper coin at the thing.
Okay. Tink. Still reaching out towards you as it bounces off of the mirrored surface.
So there's a mirror surface next to him, right?
That is correct.
From my understanding of what you're describing, the wall that is one down and one to the left of BB is where presumably the image is coming from that's being reflected on from this angled wall. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, so sword thrust out, shield and sword in hand. He takes a step forward around a corner and pokes in the direction of this thing to see if he hits wall or if he hits, something.
Okay. That is a very good move. Go on ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll to strike.
Okay.
Come around the corner. Are you striking body or are you swinging for the balloon? I know you told Sixat to shoot for the balloon.
If I could, if I can reach to sever the hose, that's what I would do.
Okay. Well, a 16 definitely
16 to hit.
hits. Yeah, a 16 to hit. A 16 hits. You lash out with your sword and hit that hose. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. This one's real. See, I have a shield, so I'm only going to be using I'm using a one-handed. Slashing one-handed, 7 damage.
Yeah. You hit this cord, and it's tougher than what you expected it to be. You slice into it and gouge it, and that black ichor begins spurting out, but you don't cut all the way through the hose as it then lunges for you.
Could I take my second attack?
You may take a second attack. Absolutely. You're striking for the hose again?
Yeah, 25 to hit.
That's a big hit. Yep.
Oh, yes! Max damage.
Yep, you do it. You slice through it this time.
12 damage.
Blowing up, or well, rather, not blowing up the balloon, but severing the balloon. The ichor begins spraying everywhere. Please roll for me a dexterity saving throw.
I yell to my friends to stand back.
Yep. As it begins spraying acid in every direction.
I roll a 3.
A 3.
Wait, I'm assuming that a 7 is not gonna make a difference.
A 7 would not make
Probably
a
not.
difference.
Okay, okay, so never mind then. Yep, I fail my thing.
You take 5 points of acid damage as it sprays and spurts across you, but importantly, the body that was reaching towards you slumps and falls.
I step back and around the corner, and I tell my friends what's going on and that we should wait for the balloon to empty.
I don't want to walk on that.
Definitely don't want to walk on that.
Well, right now it's like spraying all over the
basically
place.
spinning everywhere. And again, the lights flickering on and off and on and off and on and off. The music blasting in your ears, and the heat is getting so hot as you stand here and wait. But eventually you hear and you look around the corner, and the balloon is laying deflated, empty on the ground.
It is safer to move now.
About
Please
time.
please move with caution. And so I round a corner and round a corner again. And I again shield and sword first. I slowly make my way towards what seemed to be a staircase.
Yep. Yeah, you continue angling through the narrow hallway and eventually come to a staircase leading up to a hatch at the top. Looks like there's a staircase going up about 5 feet, a very short ladder, and a hatch in the ceiling.
I poke at the ladder. Or if I poke at the hatch.
Yep, it's open.
I step out. Or peek out, at least.
You see a long hallway stretching out before you. There are ichor and blood footprints heading off in different directions, seemingly in every direction throughout here. There's a blue crackling force field to your left and towards the end of the hall about 40 feet away. Otherwise, this hallway is shined to a perfect mirror surface on every surface and is well lit.
I tell my friends that it's safe to come up.
Sixat follows.
Yeah, Najee follows. Well,
Same.
We did skip a door down below, though, so we'll have to probably circle back around, make sure we're counting how many people we're finding, because apparently there was 8.
So far, you have found 3.
We have.
Are none too well off.
So this hall seems to stretch on longer than it should.
Mm-hmm. Physical impossibility alert. Potential non-Euclidean space.
Is there like weird force fields on these hallways?
So there's a blue crackling force field is to your left and at the end of the hallway, giving off a hazy glow. You can kind of see beyond each that the hall continues.
Should I investigate and see if there's something peculiar about this seemingly too long hallway?
Sure. Go ahead and roll your investigate, and then let me know what kind of approach you'd like to take. 17. A 17 is a great roll.
He's looking at the mirrors and at the floor, and is looking for imperfections in the reflections.
Mm-hmm.
In his head, he calculates what the reflections should be. Basically, RTX on.
Right.
Calculates what the reflections should be, and then looks around and sees if the reflections are matching up what they're supposed to be matching up, in hopes to find where the illusion breaks, or if there is something around here that should be, that should be there that shouldn't be there, or vice versa.
Got it. So you're looking at all the reflective surfaces throughout here. What you notice with your very careful investigation is that the light coming from the force field to your left when you first enter the hall seems to be spilling into the hall that you're in, whereas the light from the portal at the end of the hallway, the one that's 40 feet ahead of you, seems to be spilling outwards towards the hallway beyond it. You do feel kind of that electrical tingle when you're near the one to the left.
Okay. I let people know that I think that this one right here, the force field at the end of the hallway, might actually be a fake, or perhaps a one-way force field. I stab my sword through it.
Your hand goes through, passes through, but you don't see it
Actually go through.
right. I mean, you see your hand goes through the portal, but you don't see it on the other side of this hallway.
Caution! Potential teleportation device.
Oh dear.
teleporting can be fun, but not like this though.
Baby steps through it.
Sixat runs after him.
After Sixat goes through the teleportation device thing, I'm going to try and communicate with him. You still there?
How far does your telepathy work?
120 feet, but I think it has to be people that we can see. Hold on.
Stand by.
Yeah, willing creatures you can see.
Boo.
Unfortunately, you cannot see him after he runs through the portal.
I guess I'm just going to have to hope for the best.
Do you also run
You
through?
going through, Naj?
Does Naj go through?
Yeah, I'll go through. I didn't hear you screaming.
Well, I haven't told you what happened to them yet.
Turns out this is 100% that infamous D&D module where everybody
It's
goes
just the
through the
sphere
door
of annihilation.
Yeah, sphere of annihilation and nobody knows. It's like
Yeah.
we're all annihilated.
Do you go through Dalcha?
Teleport you into space.
Okay. You all go through pretty rapidly after
Into this
BB.
clown
BB
transformation
plunges
device.
forward and you all go running into the clown transportation device. Transformation device. You come out the other end looking clowny. This hallway is very similar to the one that you just came from. highly polished mirror finish walls, tile floors, well lit. It curves in on itself really dramatically, and you can see clowns everywhere down this hall as you look, bouncing off of every surface.
You know, considering that this is moving around the corner, I look at and the wall in front of us is at a 45-degree angle. I tell Sixat that perhaps it is safe to start blasting right in front of you, and hopefully it'll curve around the corner and hit all the.
We'll just keep going until it hits something solid.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
If I may, I'm going to throw a dagger first just to make sure it's not a mirror.
Well, that's the point. They're all angled, so they theoretically will start bouncing in, keeping going down.
If you would like to take the shot, Talcha.
I assume y'all know what you're talking about, so here we go.
Sixat will duck.
Uh-huh.
18.
Evie's already small, so he doesn't have to duck, but still, he just kind of like his bullet head just kind of hunches into his casing a little bit.
You watch as the laser bounces and rapidly goes down. At first, you can see it in the mirrors ahead of you, and you watch as all of these things do this. Talcha, were you aiming for anything in particular?
I see clowns everywhere,
You
right?
see clowns everywhere.
Are they clowns or are they the zombies with the balloon?
They're
over
the
their head?
zombies. They're the zombies with the balloon head. I apologize.
Gotcha. All of them?
Yeah, all of the ones that you see. Yep.
Then I would just aim for like the center of the first angled mirror.
Okay. You see it hit eventually as it bounces, and you watch it as the being reacts and hunches forward, and then begin moving in your direction. Squeak, squeak,
Squeak.
squeak, squeak, squeak.
Can Sixat stand up and also fire center mass and hopefully just pinball this laser through the hall?
Okay. I'll tell you, it's yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
Do you also want initiatives too?
No, don't worry about initiative at this point. Go ahead and roll your attack. You guys have figured out a fun way to resolve this puzzle. That's a very good roll.
A 20 to hit and 18 points of damage.
Yeah, you watch as it it stops squeaking and
Are they all
falls.
squeaking in unison and falling in
Oh,
unison?
absolutely.
Like it was one with a bunch of mirrors? Yeah.
Yep.
When it falls, is there anything behind it, or does it all seem like a long mirrored hallway now?
It seems like a very long mirrored hallway.
Oh, that's so weird. That's awesome.
Round of applause.
Very nice. Right?
Hey, round of applause for us who dispatched us like that.
I was gonna walk face first into that.
We're fucking clown killers.
That's right.
I'm gonna continue advancing.
Yeah, now
Stepping-
you begin seeing your own reflection
It's like,
everywhere.
how many BBs can you see?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 15 as you move down the hallway. And then when you look to your left, BB, you round that corner at the end. You're seeing BBs everywhere. But now as you turn the sharp corner, that left corner, you see, unfortunately, a gun being pointed right at you.
Huh?
Held in the clutches of a clown. And he pulls the trigger, and a laser comes flying out at you.
I have a 20 AC because my shield out.
Nice.
14 to hit.
A 14 or an 11. He was waiting. Misses.
Neither hit.
Does it hit Sixat? Does a 14 hit Sixat?
Don't ask me that.
Ah,
It doesn't.
Does a 14 hit Naj?
oh, yeah.
It's using our own trick against us.
You watch the laser. You manage to get out of the way, BB. You lift your shield up just in time. Crouch. Sixat. You weave as the laser hits Naj.
Oh
Hold on,
no!
hold on. Hits me
You know.
in my hand. Hold on. Hits me in my hand. because I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to catch a motherfucking laser beam.
Catching lasers.
Are you a monk?
No, but I do have the gloves.
The gloves of snaring.
Yep.
All right, give me a roll. Give me a roll. He got eight laser damage on the shot.
I don't know where that is, so I'm sorry, because I didn't think it was going to come up with laser shots. But I got to be a motherfucking Jedi and fucking catch laser bolts.
You can't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Not a Jedi.
I'm going to be a space druid and...
Yeah, it's like, yes, it's the Jedi.
So you roll.
The Yeti.
You roll a d10 and add your dexterity modifier. You're very likely to be able to do this. Hopefully.
Okay.
That would be so cool.
You know, not to be picky, but there doesn't seem to be a 45-degree angle on this.
Way to be picky. What is your dexterity modifier?
3.
You do it. So you lift up your glove, your space glove.
My little monkey paw.
And sure enough, right into the center of it goes the laser beam. And you feel it kind of charge up your gauntlet.
Don't mess with the monkey.
I love it.
Oh, I do that offhanded thing where I just let it fall. Let the energy just fall out of my hand.
You hear squeaking shoes as he goes running down a hallway.
I'm
That
never
sounds
going to
kinda
get used to
Out
that.
of you. Out of
Sounds
you.
kind of like my sister, my brother.
So let's stick with initiative. 6 set.
So because there's no angles at the end of this hallway, we can't see it retreat, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Initiative kind of makes it funny with our marching order.
We can stick with marching order if everybody would prefer.
Is that okay with everybody else?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay,
I'm fine with it.
great. BB, go ahead.
I'm just gonna round the corner.
Yeah, you don't have to squeeze because you're small enough. As you go down this tight hallway, you look around the corner. You don't see anyone from where you're at.
I definitely don't see part of that clown. Part of that clown zombie.
You do not see part of that clown zombie.
4, 5. So this is my full action. My full move is right here.
Okay.
Where I definitely still can't see the thing.
That's correct.
I'm going to take my dash action.
Okay.
So that I can turn around the corner.
Okay. When you get around the corner, the hallway in front of you is filled with bobbing red and yellow balloons.
Like all around, like this entire corridor here is all balloons.
Is all balloons. That is
And
correct.
is there someone standing in front of me?
There is not.
Okay. I stop and wait for the others.
Sixat is going to follow along behind him and get to his full complement of movement, and then he's going to cast Shield of Faith on BB. And when normally there would probably be like some kind of angelic white glow from Shield of Faith, instead there's like this purple shield with kind of smoky elements to it and some starlight pointing out through this kind of void.
I love it.
Very cool.
So my AC is effectively 22 for the moment.
That's right.
Yeah.
Baby turns around and says, "Potential dangerous balloons ahead. Caution."
Naj, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna double move and get just behind Titsak.
Okay.
That's probably only a single move if you want to do some, if you got something else to do. I only moved 30 and then BB moved 40.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. I see what you're saying. I'll go take a look and see what's going on up there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. BB just got pumped, so I'll just go to hang up behind BB.
Okay. If you move behind him, as described, what you see around the corner is full of balloons bobbing all at various heights. It's full, like you're going to have to swim through these things to get down the hall. You'll be pushing them out of the way. Talcha.
So I move to there. I'm not able to really see anything, but yeah.
Okay. BB.
All right. Are the balloons floating over my head?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of crouch down a little bit and try to make my way slowly past the first balloon without touching it.
Yeah, they're swarming in here. So you crouch and begin moving down the hallway.
Yeah.
Go ahead and move yourself down the hall.
So I'm rounding the corner.
Yep. So you round the corner and you see a balloon zombie at the end of the hall, standing there.
Okay. I yell back to my friends that there's a balloon zombie. And that's my turn for the moment. Although I suppose since I haven't done my action, I'll hold my action in case I get charged by an enemy. In which case I will attack.
You'll be ready. Naj, since we're sticking with marching order, you're up.
I'm gonna go and snug up with BB.
Okay. You get about
Since-
You don't quite make it that far.
Oh, I don't make that far. Okay.
So BB, you are ready for getting charged. 6 at these mirrored surfaces. You can see those balloons up ahead. Unfortunately, what you see, you don't have time to respond to, as from one of the balloons, you see a hand push out of it, this clown hand, and it reaches down to grab Naj's face as he walks by.
I don't like that.
No, that's not
Horrible.
good.
Does a crit hit, a 25. Oh my god. You take 43 points of damage.
Holy shit!
Well, I think I'm gonna try to hide under some of my own dozy skin flaps and reduce some damage.
Okay. Yeah, as you feel, it's electric damage. As this hand, suddenly you all hear the loud.
Is this a rage attack? Sorry.
Nope.
Did you
crit?
It's a touch attack. I critted, and then I rolled.
Too damn well.
Really, I rolled a lot of 6s.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a little less damage, but it'll help keep me on my feet.
You're gonna take 37.
37 damage,
Yep.
which luckily I'm a spaceborne Hidozi. And I said, would you say 36?
Yeah, so you're gonna take a total of 37.
37.
If it's reduced by 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still at 14. Still standing. This monkey is not to be trifled with, and hopefully I'm
Apparently.
not grappled. But leave me alone. Stop picking on the small monkey.
You are not grappled.
Okay.
6 at.
But that hurt like a mofo.
So Sixat is kind of debating on whether he heals him or fires at the balloon because they'll still be susceptible, but that creature is kind of in the way.
Do you kill the clown? Do you shoot towards the clown and risk the mirror? Do you?
Yeah.
He's going to go with healing, even though that's boring. But we'll make it a little more interesting by using life transference. So that same kind of dark energy that was protecting BB is also going to be kind of pulled out of Sixat. And so Sixat is going to be taking 4d8 points of damage,
Oh.
which is 22. And then you are going to be healed for 44.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
As this dark void cloud kind of comes out of Sixat, and Sixat looks weak, and Naj, it just envelops you and takes away all of your wounds.
I feel much better now. Thank you, Sitzak.
And then Sixat is going to kind of fall back a tiny bit and let Talcha come in next.
And it is Talcha's turn.
Are you where you're standing there?
Yeah, unless you want me to, I can
I
move.
can move around you.
Okay.
Go ahead and stay in the corner where you were.
Okay. And then to maintain concentration is a bonus action, right?
Nope, it's no action.
Oh, okay, awesome.
You just have to say I'm maintaining
I
concentration. or you
maintain
choose not to.
concentration.
Yeah, if you take damage, Oh, actually, that's a good point. You just took damage with life transference, so you do need to roll Constitution.
Constitution. Okay, that was foolish.
It's not foolish.
So that is only a 13.
You make it. I'm pretty sure it's half damage, right?
So half damage or 10, whichever's highest.
Or 10, whichever's highest. Yep. So
Okay,
you're
cool.
fine. You managed to maintain concentration on your Shield of Faith.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talcha.
So I moved around the corner.
Mhm.
Do I have advantage on an attack because you didn't see me coming?
Sure. We'll say yes.
I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit.
It's a good thing you had
Does a
advantage.
23 hit?
23 hits.
Sweet.
Deal.
So that'll be
36.
36 damage.
Good lord.
Holy damn!
Good lord. Well, it's still
Good
alive.
thing we got some cannons here. That's pretty
We
good.
have some cannons.
Right?
If I see it not go down, I will then step back around the corner and hide.
Yep, it does not go down. So you step back around the corner. BB.
So, has the one at the end of the hallway moved at all?
No, it is not. It's just standing there.
Well, I would love to help. I would love to help Naj, but I think the clown is best. Well, the clown goes right after me, doesn't he?
Is that how the ready to action kind of worked, or attack opportunity or whatever?
No. Well,
Because
it's-
Naj moved, and then it hit him as he was moving.
You're right. Naj would get to go first.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Naj theoretically would be able to bounce out of the way.
right. And I can't actually get to him because I can walk through the square where Naj is at. I can't walk through the square where the creature is at, where the clown is at, right? And I can't stop in the same square as Naj.
As long as you don't leave his range, you can walk through it. So if you're worried about opportunity attacks, those kinds of
Well,
things,
I was worried about physically not being able to pass through.
you can squeeze through it. You're
I
a
can
small
squeeze through
you're a small creature.
We're
and
both
it's
small.
frantic. Yeah, it's frantic in combat.
Okay, so I want to menace it, but I think that if I attack it and kill it, it's gonna spray ooze all over me and Naj, and Naj is still in the spray area
Yeah.
of the ooze. I feel like it's probably best to let our shooties deal with it and have Naj get move out of the way, than it is for me to go and try to kill it.
I do plan on disengaging if that helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my action. If anything else comes out of those balloons, I'm going to leap at it and slice it.
And attack it. Okay. Naj, you got zapped and then healed in rapid succession.
It's like, what a roller coaster. Disengaging is an action, not a move action, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give up the attack on the clowns to get out of the way, but it's probably better. Yeah, I'll just disengage and come next to BB down here.
It's gonna go. You watch as its form shifts dramatically, and suddenly it becomes one of the many balloons floating in the hall.
So it disappears back into the balloon.
Yeah, its whole form shifts and becomes a floating balloon like all the others.
Well, that's what we're gonna have to be careful of. That's definitely a trap.
It is Sixat's turn.
There's no way to identify it, even though it got blasted, right?
You can make an insight check
Okay, might as well.
if you want. If you want to, you can spend your action trying to find it because you're right. It did take a lot of damage, but you're not sure.
Well, a 9 probably isn't good enough.
No, but you're on the right track looking for those kinds of signs and things. But there are just so many balloons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hoping to see one that's deflated.
Right. Right.
Okay, so that's my action. I'll also maintain, and he'll say to Talcha, see if you can get a bead on it.
And it is your turn, Talcha.
Hop around the corner again. I'm gonna try an insight check.
Yep.
Ooh. That's a pretty
You
decent
make
insight
it.
check. Awesome. Okay.
Great. And you see it floating the balloon floating right by Naj's face. You actually see a drip. You see a drip of black. Unfortunately, you cannot attack it. Your action is the insight check.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Identify it. You can call out which one it is, and it will give other people an opportunity to hit it on their turn.
I am still stealthed, and I will telepathically tell Naj it's right by you. Well, I'll tell everybody it's right by Naj. Right by his face. Don't move, Naj. Wait. Move, Naj. Move.
BB, you can take your ready to action.
No, I don't know what to do.
It's not exactly what you were looking for, but it's pretty darn close to what you're waiting for.
I'll happily take it.
Okay.
You don't have to tell me twice. 20. Non-natural.
That will be a hit.
And it is 9. 9 points of damage.
Unfortunately, with all these balloons floating around and him describing it to you, you lash out. You do hit one of the balloons, and actually several of them end up popping down the hallway, but no black ichor comes spilling out from the balloon that you strike.
I see. Can I take my second attack?
You can.
Then I shall.
24 is a hit. It now has fewer duplicates.
9 points of damage.
Same thing. You lash out at the remaining balloons that are there. And pop, 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 pop. Until now, there's only one. No black ichor came out, but now there's only one balloon.
The one right in front of my face.
right near Naj and you. And you see it kind of slowly try to blend in with the others, but there's a huge gap now, isolating it from the others. It will no longer get the benefit of mirror image.
Question.
Yes.
That was tall shot that just gone, right?
Mm-hmm. And you had a ready to action, so it would be, in fact, your turn again. Yes.
I'm going to attack that fucking balloon.
Go ahead, roll to strike.
Twice.
Yep.
21.
That's a hit.
And the damage is 9.
Yep. Yeah, that pops it as it splatters everywhere onto yourself and Naj. Please roll dexterity saving throws. These balloons popping are doing work.
Yeah, they
11.
Oh.
16 for me.
So Naj, you're going to take 14. I apologize. Naj, you're going to take 7. BB, you're going to take 14.
Ow.
Acid damage.
BB's
But you killed another space clown.
It's true. Oh, you know what? Although the BB's hurt pretty badly actually now, I'm going to take. Ooh, you know what? Sorry, could I try one more thing before I take that damage?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna use my ability called Build for Success, which lets me add a D4 to one of my D20 checks.
That will be very helpful.
Well, would a 12 had been successful?
Yes, you take 7 points of damage.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's awesome. All right. Well, yes, I will definitely take that healing back. And there is one more thing that I can do, which is what's it called? Second wind. Yes. So I will mark it off as having used it.
Okay.
And I rolled really well. So I heal myself for 15.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
very good. Yeah. You rolled a 9 on your D10. Very nice.
You don't need me.
Very nice.
I do, though. I do.
The balloon zombie is at the end of the hallway, just kind of standing there.
So that was my turn.
That was your
and
turn.
That probably put me here as a move to get to the balloon.
Yep. So it is Naj.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely look around that corner,
Yep. You see the balloon zombie.
and I'm gonna totally try to shoot those balloons with
Okay.
glitter.
Shoot at the balloon. Eldritch Blast.
Are you a warlock?
That is a hit.
Might be for 6 damage, and then the second one, because I assume he's still standing.
Yes. Yeah. You do hit. Yep. There you go. Pop. Glitter and blood splash onto the floor, and after a few seconds, the sizzling stops. You do not see any more reflections of zombies.
Glitter and Blood sounds like a Netflix documentary for like child pageant shows.
Oh no, it really does. That'll have to be.
I'm just glad this blood still goes with the glitter that I shoot out, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, pageant shows will be the next game that I write.
Oh no. Okay, as far as I know, the ghost coast is clear right now.
There's still balloons floating in this little hallway here, Kyle?
No, they all after BB killed the one, they all popped, pop, 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 pop,
Okay.
and disappeared.
Fucking best mirror image. That's awesome.
Then I will proceed down the hallway with the rest of the people. If I see any more hallways full of balloons, though, let me know.
Okay.
Do you want me to take point for now?
I feel like.
So you...
Or no, BB. I guess BB still got the high AC. That's true.
Yeah, I still got the AC. I can. But if we're still on initiative, then I'm just waiting my turn.
Nope. You guys are no longer on initiative.
Okay, then I
Keep
move
track
to
of some time though, because the Shield of Faith will only last a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
So
been
if
You
we-
two
probably
rounds at least.
want to hustle.
Yeah. And he'll ask BB when he gets closer, are you, operable?
I'm operating at 95% efficiency.
Then I will wait. And he'll heal himself a little bit,
Okay.
but I'll just handle that.
I tell you what, working with bugs and robots is one great conversation after
Pretty great.
So I continue moving down the corridor unless there's anything strange that we notice.
You're actually you're good. So you continue moving, you hustle a little bit. It takes you another 2 rounds to wrap your way back around to the force field that you were stuck behind before.
So that counted for one more person that Naj killed.
Yep.
I mentioned that there's another force field, and I'm going to step through it. First, I'm going to try with my weapon, naturally.
Yeah, you reach through.
Does it take me right on the other side, or
it
elsewhere?
does not. You are elsewhere. Does everybody else charge through?
Yes.
Yep. I'm not staying alone in this place. Fuck that.
Okay.
Like, as you're the last person that is making their way through, you start hearing in a distance. Nope.
Yep.
I'm out.
Exactly. Nope. Right out.
As you step through this portal,
Whoa.
you find
Hey.
yourselves standing in a strangely shaped room. Half of it seems to be flooded with some kind of ichor, but there are several tables mucked about in it, and behind it there's a door. Spider webs stretch from wall to wall, and netted within it in like pink spun silk, you see several bodies that have been cocooned up and held in place.
I don't suppose that Naj has any fire spells to burn away all of the webbing.
No.
I'll see what I can do.
Sitting in the midst of the webs,
Oh, fuck that.
You kind of buried the lead there.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Kyle?
a clown spider.
Guns blazing.
Please
You
tell
see-
me what the prompt that you used for that. Was it Killer Clown with a spider's body?
I will tell you in just a little bit.
It's so cute. Look at those big eyes.
That is a terrifying clown spider.
Everybody unloads.
On the webs, its body has been painted in clown makeup, and disturbingly, you see the hump on its back is quivering and filled with brains. Welcome to my fun house.
Pretty gross.
Ew.
I would like a refund.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more adventures of the Grim Repo. For more content, check out Dungeon Rogues on YouTube, Twitter, and Patreon.